Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today, I wanted to talk about fasting insomnia. We're missing a piece of the puzzle.
You start getting healthy and you just become a better person.
We need to start focusing more on the individual.
All right, y'all. So I have been getting a lot of questions in the group recently. So I decided to do this video, right? Why am I getting fasting insomnia, or why am I having trouble sleeping when I fast? This is actually something that we noticed very, very quickly, me personally, John, and the rest of the family, when we started fasting. I even had one of my brothers ask me, could he take melatonin because it was throwing his sleep schedule off. Now, I've touched on this topic a couple times, but I want to refresh it because, some of the videos get lost in the sauce, right? So basically what's happening is this. When we eat, okay, we're taught that we are getting our energy from food, and food, gives us energy and power and strength, et cetera, but we don't actually find that to be the case. And if you don't believe me, think back to the time during either Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or just a Sunday dinner, or anytime you have a large meal. How do you feel afterwards? Are you energized? Are you ready to go? You want to go play football? You want to go run around the track? Or do you want to unbutton your belt, and maybe take a nap, or just kind of lie there, and are you kind of zonked, right? Most of us find that when we eat large meals, we're sleepy. Even me, myself, when I was working in construction, I would eat lunch and I would feel sleepy after lunch, and I wouldn't even have a large meal, right? So why is that? Well, that's because eating actually takes energy from you. So if you think of us as a battery and we have a full charge every day, when you eat, you then reduce that charge because the body has to take energy and start processes and manufacture fluids and things of that nature in order to break that food down and digest it. So what happens when we aren't eating is sometimes we feel invigorated. Sometimes we have more energy than we've ever had before. This is a common effect of fasting, and it's not bad. We think it's insomnia, or we think it's whatever because we can't sleep. It's different from what we're used to, but this is where the education about fasting is so important. This is why I stress, before you start fasting, learn, educate yourself, prep, because if you don't know what's going on, you're going to freak out and you're going to ask, Chris, can I take melatonin? Well, yeah, you can take melatonin. Do I recommend it? No. Should you? No. Why would you put something synthetic in your body that disrupts the natural process that's taking place? Now, recently we've been learning about herbs, okay? It's a topic, it's a subject that I've been wanting to get into for years now. Herbs are so important. It's not even funny because we could replace our medicine cabinet. We could take all of the drugs and all the different things. And, you all asked me about so many different products that are synthetic, they're man-made, they're non-alkaline. And it's like, can I use this? Can I use that? And it's like, it's the same answer with everything. You can, but should you? And is there a negative side to it? So, there's herbs that you can use to aid you in sleep. If you want to make yourself sleepy or more drowsy or whatever, or if your sleep schedule is off due to fasting, that's something that you can kind of delve into and learn about if that's your choice. But what I actually recommend is to just embrace it, right? Once you understand what's going to happen, just embrace the process. That's what I personally did. And the funny thing about it is, when I was going through the process of learning about fasting, I was learning a lot of it on the fly because there weren't a lot of mainstream sources available. And I'm referring to myself as a mainstream source now, because I'm really talking about like YouTubers and other forums and things like that out there. But fasting was taboo back when I very first started learning about it. And in a lot of people's lives, it still is taboo. People are like, oh, you don't eat, you're starving yourself, you're crazy. But there wasn't that much information out there. So I had to learn a lot of it on the fly. And when I realized I wasn't getting sleep, I just really put two and two together, right? Number one, fasting cannot hurt you. All the stories that you guys hear about like fasting hurting people and everything like that, I bet you it's from the refeed. You know, like people don't be like, yeah, I was in the middle of fasting and my liver shut down or something like that. It's usually because they start eating something after the fast that causes problems, or it's due to some type of improper prep work or no prep work at all. But if you properly prepare for your fasting doesn't hurt you. If you know what you're doing, it doesn't hurt you. So as I was going through this process, I'm like, all right, I know fasting's not hurting me. It's not doing anything wrong. So it allowed me to think, well, what else is taking place here? And I went into some of the other information that I was learning about, you know, how the body actually gets energy, where it true energy comes from. And I just put two and two together and I understood what was happening. And of course, once I started eating, I started getting drowsy again at my normal time. But take it as an opportunity to read a new book, learn something new, finish a project that you hadn't worked on in a while. It's nothing to be afraid of. And if you plan for it, you know, you could grab 4 hours while you're fasting, 4 hours of sleep, and feel energized. So it's really just something that you need to prepare for. You know, a lot of people claim that waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, just the act of waking up with the sun is essentially what we're talking about, helps them to be more productive throughout the day. Well, why? Because you're getting more time. You're getting going quicker. You're going to be at your peak energy. Because I know, like for me, when I wake up, especially when I'm not fasting or doing anything like that, or if I've been eating eating out more frequently, I'm groggy in the morning. And I know that's how I used to be all the time. I was really groggy in the morning. So it takes me about 2 hours to really get going. Some people are like, I need to get my coffee first. Well, imagine waking up at 6 a.m. invigorated, ready to go. Think about how much you could get done in that day. Think about how accomplished you would feel. And essentially what you're doing is you're adding extra hours to the day, right? Because that's what we all need. We all need more hours. There's never enough time in a day, it seems like. So this is one way where you could squeeze a couple extra hours out of it if you understand what's going on and if you capitalize on it. So I just wanted to talk about that today because a lot of people are talking about it. If you're interested in learning more about how you can tackle sleepless nights on the natural side of things without taking something synthetic, I would say make sure to check out our AHA Essential Oils group. It's on Facebook. So the name is AHA Essential Oils. It's a group on Facebook. Come in there and ask questions. And, we're looking to share that information and that knowledge with you all. AHA is going on a trip to Cancun in November this year from the 5th to the 9th. I want you guys to check out our AHA Cancun Takeover Facebook group and join us. We're doing $50 deposits all the month of January. So you got about a week or so left. Come join us. Check that out. Let's go to Cancun and have some fun. It's just a meet and greet. It's not like a fasting retreat or anything like that. The last thing I want to let you all know is right now, we have a 3-day trial available for the Fasting Academy. So for those of you who want to learn ahead of time about sleepless nights, insomnia, fasting, and things like that, right, to prep and be well prepared for your fast. You want to get a leg up on, your wellness journey. Join the AHA Fasting Academy, where I really teach you from A to Z all of these types of things. Right now, we're doing a 3-day free trial. You can come test the waters. But honestly, guys, it's an amazing community there. There's a lot of relevant information, and we're bringing it in a very concise format for you all. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to click the notification bell so that you are reminded when I put videos out. I put videos out every Sunday, 10:30 a.m., except this past Sunday, we did a live with Justin, and we did that a little bit later. So every once in a while, it does change. Just keep your ear to the ground. Join one of my other platforms, whether it's Instagram or Patreon, to support. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And I will see you all next time.